While the world puts its eyes on Apple's new iPhone 6s and 6s Plus, India finally gets the Galaxy Note 5. My name is Bharat Nagpal, you're on iGyan. Let's unbox and take a first look at the new Galaxy Note 5. The Note 5 has been launched in India for a price of 53,900 for a 32GB variant. As far as packaging is concerned, it's almost identical to the past Samsung devices that have launched over the past couple of months. On the inside of the box, the first thing that you'll see is the Galaxy Note 5, and if you go further in, you'll see a SIM removal tool, the USB cable, the USB wall charger, in-ear style earphones with a bunch of additional tips and a carrying case, and you also get additional tips for your S Pen. You'll also get the standard documentation inside the box. That's everything from the box. Let's go on ahead and take a look at the device itself. Now, the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 takes on its design cues from the S6 and the S6 Edge, but on the flip side, the edge part of the screen is on the back of the device. The phone definitely feels better in the hand and feels like a more heftier device. If we do a quick one-over with the device, over at the front you'll see the new 5-megapixel camera along with a bunch of sensors in the earpiece. Below that, you have a 5.7-inch 2560 by 1440 Quad HD display, which is a Super AMOLED display. Below the display, you'll see the fingerprint scanner, which is flanked on either side by two touch capacitive buttons, the back button and the multitasking button. If you come over to the bottom, you'll see the 3.5mm headphone jack, the micro USB charging data syncing port, a speaker grill, a microphone hole, and a slot for the S Pen. The S Pen now has a new style of pulling out, so if you press down on the S Pen, it pops up, and then you can simply pull it out of the Galaxy Note 5. Over at the right of the device is the power button, and over at the top is the secondary noise cancellation microphone, along with a slot for your SIM card. Over at the left are your volume rockers, and on the back is the same 16-megapixel camera seen on the S6, the S6 Edge, and the S6 Edge Plus, along with LED flash and a heart rate monitor. You also have the Samsung logo and a bunch of legal information at the bottom of the backside. Running everything is the new Exynos octa-core chipset, which has 2.1 GHz on quad cores along with 1.5 GHz on quad cores on a 64-bit platform. You also get 32GB and 64GB storage capacities, but at the moment, you get the 32GB in India for a price of 53,900. You also get 4GB of LPDDR4 RAM and a 3000 mAh battery running everything. Now, just like the traditional Samsung fashion, the device is running Android 5.1.1 Lollipop, but it is customized by Samsung's layer. Now, just like the S6, the S6 Edge and the Edge Plus, the layer is not so prominent and it does not hinder in the stock Android usage a lot. You do see briefing on the left side of the home screen, which is made by Flipboard. This application allows you to read your news feeds from various topics all over the world, and you can select what all topics you want to read and customize this for your better convenience of reading your news articles. The device does have your standard set of applications. You do have some additional applications for the Note features. You also have some tools, and you can download additional applications from the Galaxy app stores specifically designed for the Galaxy phones made by Samsung. Now, everything aside, the highlight of this device has to be the new S Pen. Not only is the new popping out mechanism different, another issue that surrounds this phone is that if you put it in backwards, the screen stops working and the pen gets stuck inside the phone. So be careful not to pop in your S Pen the other way around. The minute you pull out the S Pen, you'll see the Air Command menu, which does have your standard set of actions that we've seen in the past. So you do have an action memo, a smart select, a screen write, and an S Note pre-selected. But you can add an additional 2 shortcuts to this S Pen menu and customize it according to your requirements. So if there are applications that you download from Google Play that support the S Pen, you could add those in your shortcuts here as well. Action memo is the same as before. You can simply scribble down a number or an email address, make a phone call directly from your scribbled down number. The pen also seems to be a lot more responsive, and converting your actions into pixels is fairly faster than what we've seen on previous generations of Galaxy Note devices. The display is a gorgeous Quad HD display with a fantastic viewing angle of 180 degrees. It's also exceptionally bright with 600 nits of brightness, which means that it'll be nicely and easily visible outdoors as well. The S Pen also supports a new feature where you can pull out the S Pen while the screen is locked to take a dark note. So while the screen is off, you can quickly take down a note and save it for future reference. You also get your standard set of options in the S Pen menu in the settings panel. So if you go into the settings panel, you can look and adjust some of these according to your requirement, whether you want Air Command, whether you want Air View. You also get a notification if you leave your pen on the table and just take your phone away. So the phone will give you a quick notification, and vice versa with the pen as well. You also get your standard set of Samsung motions and gestures. So a direct call, smart alert, mute, and a palm swipe to capture still exists on the Note devices. While Samsung has made the Note devices and has always targeted them at professionals, this year around, thanks to the new design and features capabilities, it seems that the other quadrant of the market will be quite interested in the Note devices as well. The camera is the same gorgeous 16 megapixel camera seen on the S6 and the S6 Edge. The UI is really customizable and you can do a lot with this camera. It's one of the best cameras out here in 2015. You get your standard modes as well, and you also get the full Pro mode, which allows you to customize and basically manually adjust everything before you click a picture or capture video. You also get 4K video, and you also do get optical image stabilization, which means that this camera is more or less identical to those seen in the past Samsung devices. While Samsung has not bumped a lot from the previous generation Samsung S6 or the S6 Edge, the Note 5 seems to have a lot more features, especially for those who've been using the Note in the past. While we do our due diligence with this device, stay tuned for our full review and make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or queries, do leave them in the comment section below, and do check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and on our website, iGyan.in. This has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.